Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami, and he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in this 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They fake the give. Now Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And we all remember when Devontae Parker was drafted, a first-round pick out of Louisville. Really hit his stride in 2019 with 1,200 yards. Numbers dipped a bit last year, but he can be a real dependable target for Tua Tagovailoa.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and inches, Tua. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means they might find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Going up top. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Indy.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. He's going to let it go again. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
It was a little bit of a surprise when DeForest Buckner was traded from the San Francisco 49ers to the Indianapolis Colts prior to the 2020 season, but it sure paid off for Indy. Named All-Pro for the first time with 9.5 sacks.
Now from way back there after the sack, it's third and goal, a long third and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Phillip Lindsay as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. the kicks away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Wentz now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Indy.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Taylor. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Being chased out left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 77 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lindsey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Wentz. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Wentz going to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 4 yards remain for second down. On play action, Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just a yard to go here on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Touchdown! That's caught. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
–   . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a play fake. Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua going to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, Lindsey running left. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run by Lindsey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.